great. But, it's a home game in Starkville tonight. Keaton Thompson's the better passer. He's a little bit more athletic than Fitzgerald.
So why did it take so long to figure this out?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm not following you.
I don't
it's
know.
your job to know.
I don't get paid $1 million
Because
to
the
coach.
quarterback, who we're replacing now, was the starter originally. He got hurt against Ole Miss last year. So,
So that's what they let the backup, continue.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna go.
I don't agree with that.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go with Mississippi State in this one. I think they win. They win by a field goal. I'm going with my heart, just like you pull for your Golden Eagles.
There you go, John. You're rooting for State.
I'm rooting for State, and I'm going to pick State to win this one. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a defensive game.
Big John, you off to an 0-2 start, man. Texas A&M's going to win this game outright. Texas A&M's getting 1 point today. So if anybody wants to bet on that game, go ahead and take Texas A&M. Take the 1 point. Bet the money line on it. You'll win it. Texas A&M's got a good defense.
They do.
Jimbo Fisher's got a good offense. Mississippi State got, beat down by LSU last week.
Yeah.
So
Sam.
Even though it is at home game in Starkville and it's at night, I'm still going to go with Texas A&M.
But you know what? It seems like a lot of people, they want to count out a team just because they're like an A&M school. But nowadays, like those A&M schools,
Mississippi State used to be A&M.
Back in the day, it was Mississippi A&M.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give me a little history lesson then.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. Why they change it?
I don't know, but Mississippi State just sounds better than Mississippi A&M, kids.
Watch y'all change y'all from Mississippi Southern.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you guys were the Mississippi Southern Women's College at one point.
Okay. Well, Southern Miss sounds better. USM sounds better.
Mississippi State sounds better. So
It does. It does. I will say that it does sound better.
Who you got tonight?
I got Texas A&M.
All right. Well, we'll go over here and we'll talk with Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra, who do you like in this one?
Texas A&M.
Oh, y'all kidding. Brandy?
Texas.
I tell you, all y'all going to be wrong on that one now. So, Kinsley, what are some other games tonight in the SEC? I know Kentucky and Missouri.
Yeah.
Now, that's a big game. Kentucky Wildcats are 14th right now. They are a 7-point dog to Missouri. I don't know how Missouri's favored in this one. They've been having troubles this year. I like Kentucky. I think Kentucky wins, probably by a touchdown.
Well, I think Kentucky's going to have troubles in this game, and Missouri's going to have Kentucky running around like a bunch of Wildcats today. So, I'm just taking Missouri. I just don't think Kentucky is enough to defeat Missouri.
Okay, what do you think, Billy Ray?
Well, this game kind of scares me a little bit. Kentucky is a ranked team playing against a Missouri team that's at home with a losing record, but Missouri's giving up 7 points. I like Kentucky's defense. The defensive end, Allen's real good. The running back, Snell's real good. I think Kentucky wins it.
Okay. Miss Sandra, what about you?
I agree, Kentucky.
Okay, so Kinsley, you're the odd man out. And what's another game we got on the list?
Let's see. We got Florida at Georgia.
Well, Florida at Georgia. Dan Mullen is okay against mediocre schools. He's playing an elite Georgia team. Kirby Smart's a little bit better than Dan Mullen. I'm going to go with Georgia in the big win today, probably by as many as they want to.
Yeah, Georgia's got this game all day. Florida don't stand a chance.
I like Georgia in this game as well. I thought Georgia could have beat LSU if they didn't try no fake field goal early on in the game, but I look for Evander Holyfield's son to tailback, score a couple touchdowns, and Georgia wins it.
Yeah, that's a good pick, Billy Ray.
I think Georgia may be playing a freshman quarterback Fields today.
Okay, all right. And Miss Brandy, what about you?
Georgia.
Okay, Georgia.
All
right, Georgia. So we're going to get Big Ten Kevin over here to talk a little Big Ten football here in a minute. He's over at his desk right now. He's going to be making his way to over here. And so talk about another game while he's coming over here and, another game on the list. We'll do two more.
Let's go Clemson at Florida State. I think Clemson's going to destroy Florida State.
Yeah, I agree with
Florida
you.
State just ain't got their stuff together. That head coach is just what's his name?
Willie Taggart.
Willie Taggart. I mean, that dude is
I
struggling.
don't know why Florida State made that hire. You know, he didn't really do well at Oregon.
He was only there for 1 year.
Yeah, he hasn't done well at any stop that he's made, and I mean,
The only one was South Florida, where he had some decent teams, but he just
I got
it's
kind
kind
of
of stagnant.
I got kind of a background story on how that hire was made, but unfortunately, it was not really appropriate to discuss right now. But if that was the case, I don't agree with it. But that just wasn't a good hire because I mean it has Florida State in a horrible position. I mean Florida State has always been known as this collegiate powerhouse when it comes to football, and I mean they're everything but that this year.
What was the story?
I'm not going to
Affirmative action?
Not even that.
Not even affirmative action. So okay.
Who do you like in the game?
Well, this used to be a big rivalry, like Kansas said, but Clemson's got too much power. They're number 2 team in the nation for a reason.
So I agree. I like Clemson to win by as many as they want to. So it's
Completely.
Me too.
okay. So Kinsley, what's another game that we can talk about?
Let's take Notre Dame at Navy.
Notre Dame at Navy. Now,
One of your favorites.
yeah, Notre Dame is one of my favorite teams. Okay, I like the Irish ever since the movie Rudy came out. That's one of my favorite movies. And so I think it's a close game. That game's always close. It's closer than the experts think. I think Navy plays them tough for a half. Then Notre Dame kills them in the second half. I'm going to go with the Fighting Irish and Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame, they're going to run away with this game, I believe.
Well, the game's out in San Diego. Both teams have to travel way across the country. Navy's only beaten Notre Dame once, I think, since the 1960s. I don't think Navy's going to do it again to do it today. As long as Notre Dame can stop that triple option, Notre Dame will win.
All right, Miss Sandra, what about you?
Notre Dame.
I agree.
Okay, so Notre Dame all the way around. And look, we got our celebrity guest picker, I guess you could say.
There you go.
Big Ten Kevin's in the house, and he's going to talk about the Big Ten. So who's the Big Ten game of the week, Kevin? And tell us about the Big Ten.
I think it's going to be Wisconsin and Northwestern. I think Northwestern's going to upset them.
Okay, and tell us why you think that.
Because Northwestern's a very strong and steady team, where Wisconsin's a little shaky at times.
And now, are you gonna roll with Northwestern today? Then is that what you're telling?
Northwestern. What are you guys rolling with?
I got Northwestern, too, to be honest.
Northwestern's a pretty good team, but I'm going to go with Wisconsin.
Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Not so fast, my friends. I'm going to go Badgers.
I figured that. I figured you would.
I like the Badgers. So the Badgers are going to win. They're playing at Camp Randall, right?
Correct.
So that's a tough place to play. You know, Russell Wilson was once a quarterback at Wisconsin.
He was.
I like Wisconsin in that one, probably by 2 touchdowns.
You think so?
Northwestern's
a little more solid than that.
If they were playing in Chicago, I would give them more of a swing, but they're on the road at Camp Randall. I'm going to give it to the Badgers.
Now, what about Purdue and Michigan State? That's the big game of the day, I think.
Well, Purdue's coming off a big win against Ohio State. They're going to be at Michigan State, who's kind of trailed off. They haven't been getting the recruits like they have since Jim Harbaugh
Went to Michigan.
is at Michigan, so they're getting all the recruits now. So I'm going to go Purdue in back-to-back wins.
Well, if Michigan State starts their other quarterback that came in during the second half of the Michigan game, I think Michigan State's got a chance to upset them.
Okay. What about you, Billy Ray?
Well, Purdue upset Ohio State last week at home. This week they got to travel to East Lansing. I think they're going to come in flat. I take the Spartans to win.
I'm Purdue.
Purdue.
Okay, so Purdue and a couple of Michigan State's game. Well, Kevin, we got this deal with Old River Road coming by, so they got to come in and see Tommy D.
Correct.
Over at Kim's Nissan. But if they come in and talk to you here at Kim Chevrolet Nissan, then they also have a chance to win.
Absolutely. We'll take care of them when they come in today.
All right, so that will be from not only today but till Friday of this week, and we'll announce that live here Saturday who our what prize winners are. So, Miss Sandra, it was so good to have you guys here this morning. Thank you, Big Ten Kevin, Billy Ray. Thank you, Kinsley. Good to have you as always. You know, the Tigers last night, they won 42-21 to finish out the season on top of things. And good to see them get to win. And it was excellent to be there last night, go eat a good steak at Zach Garvin's. And it was awesome. So, you know, it was great to be there last night. Laurel won big, 48-0 against Wingfield. West Jones.
Played North Pike.
Oh, North Pike.
West Jones played Wingfield.
Okay, that's West Jones won big against Wingfield. You know, get all that. Laurel won big against North Pike. South Jones lost 41-27, so that eliminates them from the playoffs. Petal won, so they beat George County 27-7, I believe.
I believe that's what it was.
Yeah, so they're gonna. I don't think they're in playoff contention, but you know, they finished off with a win. So good for the Petal Panthers.
That's right.
And you know, Kinsley, today at 2:00, we're going to be over at Southeastern Baptist College, getting ready for basketball season. So now it's the times where we talk about two things: either a grievance or a shout out. So what's your grievance or shout out?
Man, my grievance is cold weather. I can't stand cold weather. But it's God's word, so I'm not going to complain. But my shout out is to those Northeast Jones Tigers, man, finally getting in that win column.
Okay, good deal. Billy Ray, what about you?
I'm just happy to be back, man.
Good to have you back, Billy Ray. You know, I'd like to give us a good shout out. And typically, you know, Zach Garvin's last night, great food, great staff, great service. And the Pizza Hut up here on 16th Avenue. Went by and got that pizza buffet yesterday, and it was pretty good. So, you know, I'm going to give a few shout-outs. I ain't going to be mean like I did to Jose Banks.
You aren't being mean.
That wasn't cruel. Hey, but I did get my check this week. So I got my check.
Being mean, that was just being honest. You got one job. All you got to do is deliver.
Yeah.
What happened last week? I missed it.
Well, Jose Banks got my suit and stuff all measured wrong.
They don't know how to order to go right.
Right. And they didn't take my correct measurements. And they're supposed to have my check send me a refund. So they finally sent it overnight after I told them I was going to call the Better Business Bureau. So that pretty much got the ball rolling. So, you know,
That's what you have to do.
that's what you had to do, Billy Ray.
It's a sad reality, but I mean,
It is what it is. So, Miss Sandra, do you have a grievance or a shout out?
No, I'm good today.
Okay, all right. Well, good. All right, that's good. And how about you, Miss Brandy?
Good today.
All right. Well, that does it for here. Catch us at 2:00. We're going to be calling the Southeastern Baptist Charger basketball game as they take on New Rock Prep. Going to be a great game. So y'all come on out. 2:00 at Southeastern Baptist College, right here in Laurel, Mississippi, up on 15th, right down the road from Kim's Nissan. So, look, this is what you do. You come by Kim's Nissan or any of the Kim's dealerships. You go up and you ask for Tommy D. And you say, Tommy D, I want to go for a ride. Well, then you'll get a chance to win either 5 pounds of hamburger meat from your first deer processed
5 pounds of sausage.
and 5 pounds of sausage. So that's a pretty good deal.
you can't beat that.
And come to Kim's Nissan. Come see Stacy Smith or any other of the salesmen or Wayne County. Come in and talk to Kevin. Say, Kevin, I want to go for a ride. You know, and y'all be entered into a chance to win some deer sausage or hamburger meat. And so that's some good eating over there.
Well, we appreciate the compliment.
All right, so Miss Sandra, Miss Brandy, it was good to have y'all this morning. We'll see y'all again on December 1st to announce the prize winners on the show and go live from Facebook. So that'll be a lot of fun that day.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun.
And that'll also be the day of the state championships down in Hattiesburg, the 6A through 1A for the first time,
Yeah.
they'll be hosting that. So here in the South, so that's
That's correct.
a good day of football too.